Yes, hi friends. In previous session, we are already discussing about what is spanning tree and how to generate spanning trees for given graph, right? So in this session, we are discussing how to find the minimum cost spanning trees for weighted graphs, right? So to find out the minimum cost spanning trees for weighted graphs, generally we are using two types of algorithms. One is Kruskals algorithm and second one is Prim's algorithm, right? So in this session, we are discussing one by one algorithm, right? So before going to these algorithms, first of all, we know what is greedy method. What is greedy method? Why? Because these two algorithms comes under greedy method, right? So greedy method is also one of the problem solving technique which solves the optimized problems, optimized problems, and it gives solution either minimum or a maximum solution, So greedy method is also one of the problem solving technique which solves the optimized problems. Finally, it provides the minimum solution or a maximum solution to the optimized problems, right? So this is about greedy method. For suppose here I am taking one example problem. Here, for suppose I am traveling from location X to location Y. So for this is our problem. For this problem, there are several possible solutions, right? For suppose I can travel by walk, I can travel by bus, I can travel by train, right? So for suppose I am considering these are the three possible solutions, right? So for suppose by walk it takes 3 hours, by bus it takes 2 hours, by train it takes 1 hour, right? Among those, which one is the best solution? Oh, by train is the best solution. So this is the minimum solution for this problem, right? So what is the maximum solution? By walk, 3. So 3 kilometers, right? So 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, right? So among those, which one is the minimum solution? 1 hour is the minimum solution. Maximum solution is 3 hours, right? So for solving these kind of problems, greedy method is used, right? So simply greedy method is a problem solving technique which solves the optimized problems. Finally, it provides the solution, that is minimum solution or a maximum solution, right? So here Kruskal's algorithm and Prim's algorithm, both algorithms comes under greedy method, right? So then we are discussing about Kruskal's algorithm, right? So first of all, here I am writing the algorithm for Kruskal's. Then I am taking one weighted graph. Based on this Kruskal's algorithm, I can find out the minimum cost spanning tree for a given weighted graph, right? So what is the first algorithm? Kruskal's algorithm, right? So here I am writing the algorithm for Kruskal's, right? So here for each and every algorithm compulsory I am taking 4 major elements. One is input, right? So let n be a set of vertices of a graph. What is the another output? Edges, right? So let E be a set of edges of a graph. And one more input, let U comma V be a set, let U comma V be a minimum cost edge, minimum cost edge, right? Then I am writing the output. So finally, we can find out the minimum cost spanning tree for a weighted graph. So that is our output, right? So let T be a minimum cost spanning tree. What is the data structure? Non-linear data structure graph. Non-linear data structure graph. So these are the input, output and data structure, right? Then I am taking steps how to solve a problem using Kruskal's algorithm that can be represented with the help of steps, right? So here I am writing the steps, right? So in step 1, first of all, here I am checking while E not equal to 0, logical end of T not equal to n minus 1. T not equal to n minus 1, right? So once this condition becomes true, here I am taking let u comma v be a minimum cost edge, right? Then this minimum cost edge is deleted from the set of network edges, that is E is equal to E minus u comma v, right? So after deletion of minimum cost edge from set of network edges, we are checking one more condition. If u comma v forms a cycle in T. Why? Because so spanning tree does not contains any cycles, but it contains all the vertices. So that is the rule for minimum cost spanning tree or spanning tree, right? So that's why compulsory we are checking u comma v forms a cycle in T or not. T is nothing but our output. So output does not contains any cycle. So that's why we are checking this condition. So once this condition becomes true, then u comma v is added to T. So T is equal to T plus u comma v. So u comma v is nothing but minimum cost edge. So these are the two vertices that are existing between minimum cost edge, right? So this is so here I am adding T is equal to T plus u comma v, right? So after completion of this one, then we are closing end of while loop, right? So then we are checking one more condition. If T is equal to n minus 1, so once this condition becomes true, output will be printed. So output is nothing but T. So T is a minimum cost spanning tree. Else there is no spanning tree. So finally we are closing and if stop. So this is the algorithm for Kruskal's. So based on this algorithm I am solving one example, and finally I can find out the minimum cost spanning tree for a weighted graph, right? So here I am taking one example. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7. For suppose 10, 28, 10, 28, 16, 12, 18, 14, 24, 22, this is 25, right? So here I am taking this weighted graph. So here, based on this algorithm, I am solving the problem. Finally, we can get the minimum cost spanning tree for this weighted graph, right? So here, before performing steps, first of all, we can take input and output. So input contains number of vertices. How many number of vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vertices are there, right? So then edges is represented with the help of E. So what are the number of possible edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So E is equal to 9 edges, right? So then initially T is set to be 0. Why? Because output does not contain any edges. So that's why T is equal to 0, right? So these are the input and output parameters, right? So this is the data structure graph, right? So then we are implementing these steps. Finally, we can find out the minimum cost spanning tree for this graph, right? So here, right? So in step 1, what we are doing? So first of all, while E not equal to 0, T not equal to n minus 1, T not equal to n minus 1. So here, what is the E value? 9. So 9 not equal to 0, logical end of T not equal to n minus 1, T not equal to 0, not equal to n minus 1, 6. So both are true. So in logical end operation, both are true, it will return true. Any one of the false, we are not executing these steps. So the control will be positive if T equal to n minus 1. So both are true, it will return true. So that's why we are crossing these steps. Let U comma V be a minimum cost edge. So among these edges, which one is the minimum cost edge? V1, V6 is the minimum cost edge, right? So that's why here I am taking V1 comma V6 is the minimum cost edge, right? So once we can take the minimum cost edge, that can be detected from the number of edges, right? So E is equal to E minus 1. So here I am taking one edge. That edge exists in between two pair of vertices, right? So here we can detect this edge from set of network edges, right? So now what is the value of E? E is equal to 8. E is equal to 8. Then we are checking one more condition. U comma V forms a cycle in T. So T is empty. So this edge does not form any cycle. So output is represented with the help of T. So T form, if U comma V forms a cycle in T. So T does not contain any edges. So that's why this is not forming any edge. So that's why I am taking this condition is true. Then this edge is added to the output. So that's why initially T value is 0. So once this edge added, 0 plus 1, T is equal to 1. T is equal to 1. So output is represented with the help of T, V1, V6. Cost is 10. Right? So after completion of entire processing, again we are checking the condition. Step 2. So in step 2, what we are doing? While E not equal to 0. While E not equal to 0. So what is the E value? 8 not equal to 0. Logical end of T not equal to n minus 1. T not equal to n minus 1. So what is the T value? 1 not equal to 6. Both are true. So that's why U comma V can be taken as minimum cost edge. What is the next minimum cost edge? 10, 12. Right. So V3, V4 is the minimum cost edge. So that's why I am taking V3 comma V4 is a minimum cost edge. Right. So once we can take minimum cost edge, that can be detected from the set of network edges. So once that edge is detected, E is equal to 8 minus 1, that is 7. So once detected, we are checking one more condition. U comma V forms does not any cycle or not. So here V3 V4 does not forms any cycle. So that's why that can be added to the output. So 1 plus 1 more edge is added. T is equal to 2. T is equal to 2. Right? Now output becomes V1 V2 10 V3 V4 V3 V4. What is the cost? 12. What is the cost? 12. right? So after completion of entire process, then we are checking the same condition. Step 3. So in step 3, what we are doing? While E not equal to 0, logical end of T not equal to n minus 1. 7 not equal to 0, logical end of 2 not equal to 6. So both are true. So that's why we can take U comma V. What is the next minimum cost edge? V to V7. So V to V7 can be taken as minimum cost edge, right? So minimum cost edge. So here that edge can be detected or deleted from the set of network edges. 7 minus 1, that is E is equal to 6. Alright. So here we are checking this forms a cycle or not. V to V7. So V to V7 does not forms any cycle. So that's why this can be added to the output. So output contains 2 plus 1, 3. Now output becomes V1, this is V6, V1, V6, 10, V3, V4, 12. We are choosing V2, V7, V2, V7. That is 14. V2, V7 is 14. Right? So once the entire process has been completed, again we are checking the same loop now. So in step 4, right? In step 4, we are checking the same condition, right? What is the condition? 6 not equal to 0, E not equal to 0, logical end of T not equal to n minus 1, 3 not equal to n minus 1, that is 6 na, 6. So both are true. Then we are proceeding these steps. Let U comma V be a minimum cost edge. What is the next minimum cost edge? V2, V3. V2, V3 is the minimum cost edge. V2, V3 is the minimum cost edge, right? Then that can be detected from the set of network edges. Now E value becomes 5. E value becomes 5. Then we are checking this condition. U comma V forms a cycle. V2, V3. V2, V3 does not forms any cycle. So that's why this can be added to the output. That is T is equal to 4. One more edge will be added to the output. That is T is equal to 4. Now output becomes V1, V6, 10, V2, V7, 14, V3, V4, 12. What is the next edge? V2, V3. V2, V3. So V2, V3 becomes 16. Right? So after completion of this step, then we are entering into one more step, that is step 5. Step 5. Right? So in step 5, we are checking the same condition. 5 not equal to 0, logical end of 4 not equal to 6. So both are true. Then we are choosing minimum cost edge. What is the next minimum cost edge? 16, 18. V4, V7. V4, V7 is minimum cost edge. So that's why this can be detected from the set of network edges. Now E value becomes 4. E value becomes 4. So here we are checking this condition. U comma V forms a cycle or not. V4, V7. V4, V7. It forms a cycle. V4, V7 forms a cycle. V4, V7 forms a cycle. So that's why this is not added to the output, right? So now previous T value is same. We are not added to the output. So that's why previous T value is same, as well as output is also same for this step, right? Then we are entering into step 6. We are checking the condition 4 not equal to 0, logical end of 4 not equal to 6. So both are true. Then we are taking one more minimum cost edge, that is, so 18 is completed. Then we are taking 22. So V5, V4 or V4, V5. V4, V5 is the minimum cost edge. V4, V5 is the minimum cost edge, right? So this can be detected from the set of network edges, that is E is equal to 3. So if U comma V does not forms a cycle or not, so here V4, V5, V4, V5 does not forms any cycle. So that's why here that edge can be added to the output. So that's why T value becomes 5. So what is the output? What is the output for this step? Here we are adding one more edge, that is V4 to V5. V4 to V5. So what is the cost? 22. Right? So this is the output for step 6. Step 6. Right? So here, after completion of step 6, then we are entering into step 7. So in step 7, we are checking one more condition. Step 7. E not equal to 0, 3 not equal to 0, logical end of 4 not equal to 6. So 4 not equal to, 5 not equal to 6. 5 not equal to 6, both are true. Then we are entering into U comma V be a minimum cost edge. What is the next minimum cost edge? 22 is chosen. Then 24, V5, V7, V5, V7. So V5, V7 is also forms a cycle. V5, V7 is also forms a cycle, but this can be detected from the set of network edges. Why? Because this is already chosen. So E is equal to 2, but this edge cannot be added to the output. So that's why previous value is same for T. Why? Because V5, V7 forms a cycle. So what is the rule for spanning tree? It contains all the vertices of a graph, but it does not forms any cycle. So that is the rule. So here that rule is violated. Here cycle is formed. So that's why we are not chosen V5, V7. Right? Minimum cost edge. Then we are entering into step 8. So same output is for previous step, right? So then we are entering into step 8. What is this step 8? E not equal to 0, 2 not equal to 0, logical end of 5 not equal to 6. Both are true, then U comma V be a minimum cost edge, right? So what is the next minimum cost edge? 22 is already chosen. 22 is already chosen. V5 to V7, this is also already chosen. That's why V5, V6 is chosen. Next minimum cost is V5, V6 edge. So that can be detected from the set of network edges. E is equal to 1. Then we are checking if U comma V forms a cycle or not, right? So U comma V, V5, V6, V5, V6 does not forms any cycle. So that's why this can be added to the output. That is T is equal to 6. So what is the output? V5, V6, 25, right? So again we are checking the condition. Step 9. 1 not equal to 0, logical end of 6 not equal to 6. So this is true, this is false. Any one of the false, we are not crossing these steps. Why? Because in logical and operation both are true, then it will return true. Any one of the false, it will return false. So that's why we are not crossing these steps. Then the control will be positive if t equal to n minus 1. So then what is the next condition? If t is equal to n minus 1, what is the t value? 6 is equal to, what is the n? 7 minus 1, that is 6. 6 is equal to 6. So this is true. Then T is a minimum cost spanning tree. So output is denoted by T. So T is a minimum cost spanning tree. So this is the minimum cost spanning tree for this graph, right? So what is the minimum cost? 10 plus 25 plus 22 plus 12 plus 16 plus 40, which is equivalent to 99. So minimum cost for this weighted graph is 99. So here, based on these steps, I am solving the problem. So finally we can get the minimum cost spanning tree. So here output contains all the vertices and it does not forms any cycle, right? So here each and every rule is satisfied. right? So that's why this is the minimum cost spanning tree for this weighted graphs. So if you have any doubts regarding to this concept, please post your doubts in comment box. Thank you.